So you go.
Oh, just should entrepreneurs be doing their own books?
Entrepreneurs should never be doing their own books. Again, everything I do, every business I start is just based on our own experience. So with my Amazon business, I kind of went through a progression. Like I did my own books and that was a waste of time and I didn't know anything about bookkeeping. So I just had to pay my CPA at the end of the year to fix it all. Then I hired a college kid, my business partner now, and we joke about this, to do books. He was cheap, but he didn't know how to do bookkeeping either. So then again, just paid my CPA at the end of the year to fix everything. Then I said, you know what? End of the year, I'm just going to dump it on my CPA. I'm just not going to do any bookkeeping. And I realized I wasn't able to make decisions throughout the year because I didn't know what my numbers were. And then I said, okay, I'll hire a bookkeeper every quarter. And that was better. But again, by the time I had the information to make a decision, it was 3 months too late. And then finally, I said, you know what? I need a monthly bookkeeper. Now, when we started Free Up after that, I said, okay, I'm going to learn from my mistakes. We're hiring a bookkeeper from day one. Even before we're profitable, we're hiring it. If the business fails, it's not going to be because of my bookkeeping expense. Bookkeeping is relatively cheap. And that was ended up being one of the best decisions I ever made. Not only did it allow us to exit the business down the line because we had 4 years of immaculate books to help us pass due diligence, but more importantly, it helped us make really good decisions in month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way through year 4, based on what the numbers were actually telling us, not by gut, not by guessing. And that's one of the reasons why we opened a bookkeeping business. We just know the importance of having good financials every single month, having a monthly finance meeting. If anyone wants to check out our what we run every single month, I'll throw it in the comments in a second. But yeah, that's just been a big key. So for me, it's like, let's open a bookkeeping business, charge you on the 1st, books by the 15th, built by entrepreneurs because we know what entrepreneurs want. Sorry, my partner's calling me. That's kind of my overall mentality on bookkeeping. And there's 2 reasons why you shouldn't do your own bookkeeping. 1, terrible use of your time. Your time should be spent growing your business, expanding, mastering hiring, stuff like that. And 2, even if you are, 2, you're not going to be good at it anyway. 9 out of 10 times. I mean, even if you were good at it, I would still argue it's a bad use of your time. But 9 out of 10 clients that come to my bookkeeping company that did their own books, we have to revamp everything. And you didn't really save yourself money. You're just going to have to pay to redo it like I did. So get in the mentality. If you're starting a business, you're hiring a bookkeeper. It's a necessary business expense. Your business, like I said, will not go out of business because of your bookkeeping expense. It will go out of business because you're making bad decisions or making decisions off of bad numbers.
And so to follow up on that, if I'm not doing my own books as the business owner, what financials are really important for me to know from the person who is doing it? From what questions am I asking in my regular financial meetings?
Yeah, I mean, your goal. So if we're talking about what you should be able and what you shouldn't be able to do as an entrepreneur, learn how to hire. Don't learn how to use QuickBooks. Don't take a course how to use QuickBooks. That's a bad use of your time. Do learn how to read an income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow. You have to learn how to read these 3. There's 2 ways to go about it. Go online, watch some YouTube video. There's a bunch of them. If you go to our blog, accountsbalance.com/blog, we have tons of articles about how to do it. But then the other way is look at your own every single month and ask questions. And you will slowly learn your books. You'll learn how to read these statements better. It'll become second nature. If you ever want to buy stocks, invest in other companies, stuff like that, you got to learn how to do these anyway. So that's kind of what you do need to do as an entrepreneur. And you want to work with a bookkeeper that puts things in a way that you can read and understand. Your chart of accounts shouldn't be 14 pages long. It should be on a page or 2 where you can easily break down your expenses. And you're looking at trends. You're saying, hey, how does this month compare to last month? How does this month compare to the same month last year? And you're making decisions based on those reports.
Very good. And then if you're in a position where you're exploring a sale of your organization, of your business, what are the financials that you need to know at that point?
I mean, you need to know your numbers. In the first conversation we had with our buyers, they asked us a lot of questions about our financials. Now, we knew the answers to these questions because we had a monthly finance meeting every month for 4 years. Now, once we got past the initial call, they expressed interest, they made an offer, then we actually sent them the books and they opened the books up and it matched everything we told them on that initial call. I've talked to plenty of entrepreneurs who buy businesses where the opposite happens. They have the initial call, persons talk about their numbers, how great their company is. They get into the books and the books don't match that at all. Deal's over. It's the quickest way to lose trust with your buyer and end the deal. So you need to not only have clean books, but know your numbers. And I mean, selling the company was 6 months long. It was super stressful. And that was with clean, immaculate books. Try selling a business with